Well, I got bad news there, and I hate to share bad news, but Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and that Speaker of the House of Gilead, Commander Mike Johnson, they're all still alive today. But now, good news if you're a fascist piece of garbage, hell bent on destroying the middle class and transferring the largest amount of wealth from the bottom to the top in world history. Donald Trump and his transition team, they are digging into the Project 2025 database of people that he needs to use to fill his government agency positions. Hey, remember that, Trump supporters? Remember that Donald Trump said he don't know nothing about Project 2025? He sure does have a lot of people in his cabinet already and looking for more for somebody who don't know nothing about that. How does it feel that he lied to you about that? Is that light bulb in your dense little head going off yet? Are you starting to figure out that he's a liar? That he lied to every single one of you? You starting to figure that out yet? See, because he also said that what he's going to do is do away with the National Labor Relations Board. That was created back in like 1932, 1933 by FDR. And that gives employees the ability to unionize, to be able to have bargaining power with their employers and stuff like that. So what that's going to do is essentially destroy labor unions and just let employers just run roughshod over their workers from here on out. But he has to do that, y'all. He has to, because that's part of Project 2025. He has to do that first. That way he can go after the Fair Labor Standards Act next. And that right there, whenever he removes that, and he will, that is going to do away with the minimum wage and overtime pay. Remember how he told you he wasn't going to make you pay taxes on that overtime? That's because you're not going to get overtime pay anymore. That is a key feature of Project 2025. Yep, no more overtime pay, and they're going to change from the 40-hour work week to the 160-hour work month. Okay, so that employer of yours can just go ahead and work you as many hours as he wants to without paying you any overtime, and then go ahead and cut you off at 159 hours at the end of the month. That way you're not a full-time employee and you don't receive any kind of benefits, okay? That is Project 2025, and seems to be one of the first things they're going to be aiming for whenever he gets his big, bloated, orange, syphilis-up ass back in the White House again, okay? All right, that's what you voted for, because you was too ignorant and arrogant to actually do any real research, okay? And that's a deadly combination, by the way. But it ain't going to stop right there. There's more. There's a lot more. See, right now, Republicans are actively working on legislation to go ahead and drastically cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, disability, and food stamp benefits. Okay? You voted for that too. I know they said they wouldn't do it. That's because they're a bunch of liars, see? And that's part of that DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, that Leon Musk and that Vivian Rainbow Swami fella is going to head up there. That's what that is. They're going to cut $2 trillion out of that. Now, what do you think they're going to do with that $2 trillion after they cut it out of there? Huh? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to give it to rich people. That's right. They're going to give it to rich people. That's what they're going to do. You think they're going to pay off the debt with it? Why would they pay off something that they created? The national debt was piled on by Republicans mostly. And see, we didn't start running deficits till that Ronald F. and Reagan got elected. And then he passed some of the biggest tax cuts in American history. See, because tax was never that low on the wealthy until he come along, and he drastically slashed taxes on them and then raised taxes on everybody else. That's when we started running deficits, see. So that's trickle-down economics, and trickle-down economics just don't work. See, even a stupid person should be able to understand that. If the goal behind trickle-down economics is to, let that money trickle down to the middle class, well, then why don't they just give it to the middle class to begin with? See, problem solved. I know you think that, you give it to the rich, that way they can expand their businesses. They can expand their businesses, hire more employees. Why would they do that, dummy? Have you ever taken any kind of economics classes in school, or did you go to school? That would require more demand for their products and services. Now, how are you going to create more demand just by giving money to rich people? If you don't give the money to the middle class to be able to buy their products and services, where's the demand come from for them to expand their businesses? It don't exist, see? Now, if they'd have just gave the money to the middle class to begin with, then they could expand their business because there would be more demand for their products and services. See, it ain't rocket surgery, you morons. It's very, very easy to understand. You just got to have a willing enough mind to go and look into it, but you don't want to know the truth, see, because you want your whole worldview built on a pillar of lies. And if you go and look into anything and you break one of those pillars, your whole worldview is going to shatter, and you know it. So you're what I call tactical stupidity, being stupid on purpose. But anyway, this is what you voted for there, Trump supporters. It's going to hurt a lot of people, including you. Now, you're probably willing to go ahead and take some pain and suffering as long as you know that somebody that don't look like you, that ain't your color, is also going to have some pain and suffering, right? I think that might be the point. Inmate Trump.